Hi, you've reached Prophetess Chastity Daniel with your Prophetess Thought of the Day, and it is insecure. Many people are walking around insecure. Many Christians battle with insecurities. And what does this look like? It looks like to some, everything I have on must be a designer label. Because if I have a designer label on, then people will think I'm somebody, or people will think that I have money because I was able to afford these designer labels, or I fit in with everybody else now because everybody else is wearing this and I have it on. That's what insecurity looks like. Insecurity looks like, well, I've got this degree, but it's not enough. Now I'm going to get a master's, and well, that wasn't enough, so now I'm going to get a doctorate. And how many of you know the issue is not with how much education you have, how many degrees you have? It's something on the inside of you that's lacking. There's a root cause of your feeling, your need to overachieve. Insecurity comes out in the form of, I got to go from man to man to man to man to man. I have to have a man. I have to go from woman to woman to woman. I have to have a woman. I have to have a husband. Now I have a wife and she's still not enough. Now I'm on my third wife and she's still not enough. Insecurity comes in the form of, I'm opening up my third business and I'm working from morning till night, and I'm up all night long, and I'm thinking of just more ideas because something's got to just make me feel complete. And I've opened up my fifth business and I don't feel complete. Insecurity looks like I'm critical of everyone. It doesn't matter how good a job they do. As a supervisor, I find something wrong with it. I send them back to do it again. I don't really make friends. I have friends, but I'm always critical of them. I'm always finding something wrong with them. I'm always critical of my wife. I'm critical of my husband. I'm critical of family members. Insecurity comes out in the form of, I'm mean and I'm nasty. I'm insecure. Insecurity, I'm jealous. I'm jealous of everybody. Who does he think he is? Who does she think she is? I had a friend many years ago, beautiful girl. I mean, from top to bottom, hair, face, body, beautiful. And whenever we would go places, I always have been the type to have a habit of complimenting people. I don't just think it, I'll say, hey, I like that purse, or, I really like those shoes if it's a guy, oh, that haircut, whatever. It's always, I've been that person to do that. And it was real. It wasn't, but she would always say, why are you trying to make them feel good? You don't like that hair. You don't like her hair color. Her toenail polish is chipped. It's something that minute. She would find something. Why are you being nice to them? But, and I'm bringing this all together, the root cause of her situation came from childhood. She was insecure first and foremost. And it was in here. It didn't matter how beautiful she was on the outside. I hear that in the spirit. Some of you, it doesn't matter how much weight you lose because your issue is eternal. Not eternal, Lord, it's internal. Your issue is internal. It doesn't matter how much weight you lose. You're not going to feel any better until you deal with the issue, the root cause of why you're insecure. Many of you, it came from childhood trauma. Others, it came from trauma at some other point in your life. Many of you are bombarded with what you heard your father say, what you heard your mother say. Many of you, it's what you didn't hear anybody say. You never felt good enough. You never were told you can make it, you can do it. So you're overachieving. Whatever it may be, some it's the bottle. Some addiction looks like alcohol. Insecurity looks like I got to drink to feel better. I got to drink to have a conversation with people. I got to drink to fit in. I got to snort powder to cope. I got to, etc., etc., etc. Healing and deliverance. Many of you that I am talking to You've already received Jesus Christ. And many of you will say, well, I've got Jesus. Well, you've got him, but you're not living that John 10:10 abundant life that he died and resurrected for you to have. See, it's not enough for us to say, this is not a heaven or hell issue. Many of you, you're still going to heaven, but you're living miserably down here. And you're making everybody around you miserable. Many of you, you're on your third or fourth divorce. Many of you, you got 6 or 7 baby mothers, baby fathers, and you can't figure out what the issue is. The issue is in here. It's a heart problem. You need healing, deliverance. Lay hold of what Jesus. Cry out to God and ask him to help you. And be open to the help he sends. And whatever package or form it comes in. People I'm talking to right now, you've tried everything else. Jesus asked the lame man, I believe it's John 5, will you be made whole? And on today, God is saying, will you be made whole? Be free of your insecurities. You don't have to be jealous of someone else's job, someone else's body, someone else's ministry, be you and be happy with who God made you to be. Psalm 139:14 says, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Nothing is ever going to be enough until you get Jesus for real. Many of you, I'm speaking to people who teach the word of God. You got ministries. You grew up in church. You're familiar, but you're not healed. You're not whole. You're insecure. You're still battling with insecurities. I hear God right now say, how much weight are you going to lose? Some of you, you've lost weight. You're still trying to lose weight. You've starved yourself. Many have had surgeries, and it's still not enough because it's an issue in here. Be healed on today.